This episode gave me abandonment issues. Multiple cast members are getting ready for their weddings while their partners or family members are leaving them behind. I just wanted to say thank you super quick to you guys for getting me to 500 subscribers. That was my goal and I finally did it, so I'm going to be able to apply for the partner program. Now the next goal is 1,000, so let's hope that we can get there soon. And now let's get to this video. First off, we have Jasmine and Gino. They're going dress shopping and Jasmine's like, oh my god, Gino, I can't believe you're buying me a dress. I thought you were going to wrap me up in a blanket. And I guess she also has to bring him because he is the credit card. At first, she was looking at black dresses because she is a black witch.
The Black Widow, the spider, that it's that.
But she changed her mind after seeing all the dresses. Gino wants to stay within an $1,000 budget, but
That doesn't even exist.
well, maybe if we wouldn't have spent all that money on the butt implants, we wouldn't have to hold back on the dress. When she comes out with the first dress, she looked gorgeous, but the price is $3,000.
Baby, I want it. Baby, I want it. Baby, I want it.
You are so delusional, Jasmine. You spent the money dedicated to the dress on those implants. She then comes out with the second one, and this one is worse. The price is $5,000. I hate the fact that the girls kept pulling dresses out of the rack that were out of Gino's budget. So I'm guessing this was done by production. Then she comes out with the third dress, and it is finally the one. Jasmine loves it, Gino loves it, but his wallet, not so much.
I look so good that I look like I'm not real, right? Like a painting.
Like a Barbie doll.
Yes, super real and natural. Now, Gino and Jasmine are off to check out a venue for the wedding. Jasmine's dream wedding is at the beach, palm trees, barefoot, no family, just Coco, Hair, and Gino. But Gino wants an old-fashioned wedding with his family there and something that allows him to wear his fedora hat. This was a pretty nice farmhouse. I could totally imagine a wedding here. The only bad thing about this place is that it's located in Michigan and not Panama.
Because you guys are doing everything. Is like the cost.
So you're telling me that the person that never worries about prices is now worrying about the price? They start discussing the wedding venue, and here we go with the family issue again.
I'm just concerned about your family ruining my special day, our special day.
I'm with both of them on here. I understand Jasmine wanting to be a peaceful day with no problems, but I also understand Gino wanting his family to be there. His family has some real concerns, not all of them, and I do think that Gino should be getting a prenup because we have seen what she does when she has money. If he doesn't protect himself, there's a big possibility she's going to leave him out to dry. She starts talking about how she wants him to stand up for her, to tell his family to be quiet if they have anything to say, and cue the fake tears.
I'm so far away from home.
No, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay, babe. Don't cry.
Gino has now decided that it would be a great idea to meet his family again so they can try to hash things out.
Jasmine has mentioned to me that she was hurt by some of the things that she heard from some of the family members in our first dinner meeting.
I am all up for cutting off family members from your life if they are affecting your mental state, and I hope with Jasmine sharing this, she is also open to understanding how they feel about how she treats Gino.
I want to know what it's going to take to be loved and accepted by you. I really need you guys.
One of Gino's family members tells her, well, you know, this is a step in the right direction. We were just worried that such a beautiful woman would settle for Gino when she can just marry someone in Panama. The other lady also tells her that it was pretty unfamiliar to them because when they found out about her, all they saw was an Instagram model posing in bikinis, and then they came out to their own conclusion without meeting her. I can't wait for the tell-all so we can see how all of them react to all the fights that we have been seeing after the first meeting.
I wish I have done that last night.
And to settle, everyone makes up and yeah, they walk away. So that's all we get for Jasmine and Gino. Now off to Annalie and Clayton. Clayton is pulling an anime episode trying to lose 10 kilos in one day, hoping that a couple crunches are going to help him out. Then Annalie asks Clayton, how was his bachelor party? Well, we all know about the party.
Bro, your hole is small.
But now he wants to know how hers was. And she tells him that Brandy surprised her with a stripper, but don't worry because she was just sitting down and not moving at all. Editor, roll the clip. Clayton says, so you ignored my role, didn't you? But don't worry because Annalie thought that it was immigration, so it doesn't count.
Pensé que era inmigración porque vino de policía.
¿Es en serio?
She's like, what do you want me to do? Your sister got it with her money. I didn't get it. And I didn't want your sister's money to go to waste. Also, I told him many times, no, go dance with Brandy. When did this happen? Because I don't recall seeing this unless it was some unreleased footage. She also says this was very embarrassing for her, and Clayton responds, well, for me too.
Novia no me quiere, quiere alguien más.
And Annalie tells him he's taking everything out of context. He's way too jealous. Later on, Clayton asks her what exactly happened, and well, Annalie does the usual. She doesn't answer the question. She tells him, well, he did what strippers do, but did he touch you? And she says that it was just dancing and moving around. Clayton brings up a good point. What would have happened if it was me, the one that got a stripper? And again, no answer.
Nunca de nuevo en este mundo que eso pasa.
The way Clayton said this part did piss me off a bit because he was talking to her like she was a little girl. The moment that Clayton found out his sister got a stripper, he needed to call his sister and tell Brandy something, not Annalie. But we also need to understand that this is a touchy subject for him and he's allowed to be upset, but he can't talk to her like this. When Joey got a stripper, we didn't defend him. We didn't tell Jara she was being unreasonable or crazy, so why are we doing that with Clayton? She then tells him she doesn't think he's ever going to let this go, and this is not her fault, and walks away.
Creo que esto va a continuar en tu vida.
A long time ago, I actually made a decision that completely changed my life. I let go of someone for this exact same reason. I knew they were never going to forgive me, and I left that relationship knowing that I will be in a better place. And I can totally see why Annalie doesn't want to tell him this, especially if this is the reaction that he's having right now. I wouldn't want to tell him either. He starts cursing while talking to the cameraman and then proceeds to go to the room and calls Brandy to tell her what's happening and how upset he is about the situation.
I should not be apologizing or taking any responsibility for something that what I feel like I'm the victim of.
He's not wrong here. There's no reason why Clayton should be apologizing for something he asked his fiancé not to do. What he should be apologizing for is his reaction. It's not like he asked Annalie to not go out with her friends or to dress a certain way. He asked for no strippers. And if we're going to be okay with this, then we can't talk when men on this show get strippers when their partner tells them not to, even if it's by someone else, like their sister. While Annalie is crying in the kitchen, she's also telling us that Clayton has always been super jealous, and she's afraid to constantly live this life where he never lets it go, and she would rather go back to her country.
Y a mí también me hace sentir tan mal que lo único que quiero es irme a mi país y no volver más.
Clayton goes up to her and tells her, it's okay, just hug me. You don't have to say anything, just hug me. But she does not. She stands there and cries, which is okay. She doesn't need to do any of that, especially if she is not ready. But what she can do is answer the questions her partner has. I know I don't like physical touch when I'm upset, and that's exactly what is happening right now. Annalie does not want to be touched. What she does say,
No pensé que un día antes de mi boda iba a estar así.
he asks her if she wants to sit down. He tells her, I'm more upset at the party than at you, which I think he should have said at the beginning of this conversation. He also says it's hard for him to understand how involved she was in the situation, and this is why he's asking. But does she answer the question? Nope.
¿Esta conversación ya va a terminar aquí o vas a continuar con lo mismo? Porque realmente no quiero esto para mi vida.
He's like, please just tell me so I can get it out of my head, or why don't we talk about this some other time? Well, that doesn't work because she doesn't ever want to bring it up. And she tells him that the best thing to do right now is to sleep in different rooms.
Offer her to pack her suitcase, go get her passport, and go home. That's just not an option.
I could agree with him on this, but you also need to know when it's worth to pack your bags and leave. As always, I decided to do my own homework and I asked Clayton directly, did you or did you not talk to Annalie about the strippers being out of the equation? And well, he said that she did not want strippers, that it was actually a joke, which to be honest with you guys, it never came off as a joke to me. And not only that, but that he also talked to Annalie about it and she said no strippers. Now, I don't know Annalie or Clayton well, but we have seen that if Annalie doesn't want to do something, she won't do it. She won't even answer questions that she doesn't want to answer. So now I leave it up to you guys to tell me what you think about the situation. And now off to Rob and Sophie. I'm honestly so sad for Sophie. Every time I see her interact with Rob, I just want to hug her and tell her there will be someone after Rob way better than him. Girl, just move on. This man hates you. As soon as Sophie gets there, he asks her, do you miss me? And when she says yes, he questions her again. So she asks the same question, and well, he says yeah, in such like happy way, I guess. He sounded like he didn't even want to see her. Rob tells us that Sophie made sure to make it clear to her mom that she wasn't happy about the apartment and how she didn't stay home with him to fix things. And now he needs to hear something from her. So he knows that she gets it. While they're in the car, he asks her, so when you were with your mom and she said something rude or negative, did you have my back?
Yeah, I really did.
Of course she says this. He also says,
I half expected you and your mom to have spent the whole night just talking about how terrible I am.
oh yes, because you're so important, Rob. The entire time he's like, did you have my back? Did you agree with everything your mom said? Do you love me? Mommy, please. And when we thought it was the end, we get this.
You really let me down right there. Like, I thought we were a team.
This man is horrible. And guess what? Sophie apologizes. She tells him that she's sorry for making him feel this way. She's sorry he felt left out. And that he apologized? Of course he didn't. Why? Because he's an a-hole. And when they get home, he's like, here, the home you hate so much. I want to punch this man so bad. So they go inside and we're right back out. Sophie starts pulling her chair out and this man just pulls it in a very snappy way. And then goes, have you ever heard the phrase, left out to dry? That's how I feel. Oh, that's how you feel. Have you thought about how she feels? Sophie tells him, I don't know what else you want me to say. I already apologized, and the least you can do is do the same. Well, now he feels like he's obligated to apologize. So he does.
Okay,
I'm sorry I raised my voice, and I'm
Thank you,
sorry
okay.
that I said things that I really tried not to say.
Sophie brings up the Facebook post, not one, multiple posts that he made. We were under the impression that it was only one, but it was more.
When she buys you a meal one time and she acts like she takes care of you.
But he has an explanation. He says these are relatable things to my life and they're just memes. She doesn't have to look at his social media or get offended by it.
There's no way for it to just not sound like I'm 19.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
He tells her that she wants to suffer, and that's why she's looking at his social media. She lets him know all you need to do is apologize about how you made me feel, even if you think what you did is not a big deal. But according to him, Sophie wants to talk about dumb stuff while he wants to talk about important and relevant things. Not like her.
Like, this mercy losing. I'm sick of you. Just say I'm sorry, and that's.
I'm honestly sick and tired of talking about this man. It is so exhausting and triggering to me. He's so good at gaslighting and manipulating to the point where she thinks that this is on her. He also says he's been trying to understand her point of view. When? Where? Are we watching a different show? I was so glad that she spoke up and told him whatever it is that you're trying is not working. And I need you to get to a point where you can understand the difference between constructive criticism and insults. Like, are you ever going to get there?
I finally see that I'm getting through to Rob, and he starts to be genuine.
Sophie, you are so freaking delusional. What do you mean you're getting through this man? And well, there we have it. We make up, we forgive each other. Now, let's have some peace and love with Citra and Sam, who are super ready to get married. They're getting everything ready for the ceremony and for the wedding. Citra is very nervous. She's stressed.
And also my face get breakout.
Do you guys break out when nervous? Because I do sometimes. Sam tells Citra, you know, after I convert, if we get married, I'm not just excited about the sex part, but I am.
You want to unload your blue balls or something?
The next day, everyone is getting ready for the ceremony, and Citra's dad is moving Sam's feet, like making them a certain way so he doesn't look totally clueless at the mosque. And to be honest with you guys, I do feel a little bit concerned because we never really saw him prepare in any type of way. But after the mosque, Sam talks about how he wishes that both of his parents will be there just like Citra's parents, even if they don't agree with what he's doing.
It's a big moment for me and her parents are there. Why can't I have my parents there? Like,
in my eyes, Sam's mom abandoned Sam when he was little and comes back into his life trying to amend things, and now refuses to show up to a ceremony that is very important to him. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Sam's dad arrives, and Sam is very happy. His dad also expresses to him that he knows what it's like to have family not show up for you. And we also find out his mom won't be showing up. Yep.
Definitely makes me sad because she kind of gave me hopes that she might actually come.
I don't know where he got that from because last episode, I got 0 ounces of hope for her showing up. The Inma, I think that's how you pronounce it, which in this case will be like a priest who needed to ask dad for his blessing, and of course he says yes. Then the Imam asked Citra and Sam, and both of them said yes. And with this, we have concluded the ceremony. Both of them looked so happy on their confessional. It was such a treat to see them and just see them finally kiss each other on the lips.
We did it. We get married.
Now, for Ashley and Manuel, we got Manuel to be able to talk to his mom, and Ashley it was a pretty touchy moment seeing both of them kind of cry and just tell mom how it really hurts Ashley and Manuel, the fact that his family can't come to the ceremony and they can't be there for the wedding.
Para que todo sea bonito, solo que no puedo estar en tu matrimonio, Manuel, y eso sí me duele.
But it's the unfortunate reality when it comes to marriages like this, that you can't always have your family come down to the US so they can witness your marriage. I don't remember exactly if it was before or after, but we do get Ashley's wedding assistant call her and tell her that there's gonna be a storm in Florida and that he advises her not to have the wedding at the beach. Would Ashley listen? I don't know. Knowing Ashley, I think she's gonna go through it and she's gonna risk her guess.
We're getting married on the beach. That's the vision. That's what's happening. That's what we're doing at 5:30 p.m.
So yeah, we don't want to be in that wedding, but let's see how it goes. And then for the preview for next episode, I'm not sure what's gonna happen because it does look like Annalie is probably gonna leave Clayton, but
you heard from Annalie?
No, she's not here.
we've been fooled before, so I'm gonna guess that she doesn't really leave him. And then we see Rob again. We see Nikki and Igor being boring. I'm not even gonna cover them anymore in the next episode. And then we see Jasmine and Gino getting married. So that's gonna be exciting. The one that I'm most excited about is Citra and Sam. I really thought that we were gonna get a wedding this episode, that we were actually gonna see Citra in her wedding dress and Sam and just the night, you know, the night we've been waiting for, but we didn't. So now we gotta wait 2 weeks to get this episode. And that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.